Welcome back to the Original Living in Arkansas channel. Today we're going to be showing you this house, which you can actually own or finance, which is very uncommon in Northwest Arkansas, for $1,600 a month. You're 25 minutes away from Fayetteville. This is a unique deal and you're going to want to stick around for that. But we're going to be starting today in Springdale, showing you some new construction on the north side of Springdale, going all over the map, going in and out on the map, showing you the best places, the little pocket neighborhoods in Northwest Arkansas, doing our best to show you everywhere in Springdale, Fayetteville, Goshen, Wesley, and ending in Fayetteville, where we're going to be showing you where they're building some on the golf course homes, which are very uncommon in Northwest Arkansas. So we got some golf course homes and we've got some owner finance homes, which are also very unique. So you're gonna wanna stick around for this video. We're gonna be doing our best to give you all the information that you're looking for, answering your questions that you may or may not even know that you have. So let's go do it right now.
Welcome back to the map, where today we're gonna be showing you in and out, again, going back and forth between touring some neighborhoods, going in and out of the map, showing you Google Drive-By, and we're gonna be showing you the golf course neighborhood at the end. And right before that, the owner finance option, which is, like I said, very uncommon, very rare in Northwest Arkansas, especially from a builder. This guy is just taking some different moves. And so definitely a great neighborhood and a great location for certain people, not for everybody. We're gonna dive into that. First, I want you to take notice of all this green squiggly lines. Those are all bike trails, paved, and then like the dotted ones are gravel roads or dirt pathways, dirt trails. And there's a Razorback Greenway that goes all the way from Bella Vista down to South Fayetteville, and it winds its way through there, coming through Rogers and going through Bentonville and all the way up to Bella Vista. And right here in JB Hunt Park is where we're gonna start today. Make myself a little bit smaller. So JB Hunt Park, as you can see from the drone footage, nice park. It's in the middle of the north side of Springdale, right where there's a little valley, a nice little river going through. There's Springdale Lake right here, good place for fishing. And you got neighborhoods all around it. And to the south, you have neighborhoods that are gonna be in the 70s, 80s, maybe some of them are in the 60s. So let's jump into, just pick a random one here there. So this is the typical neighborhood that you're gonna find in the north side of Springdale. You know, just nice ranch style homes, 1 stories most of the time, brick homes, majority. They're gonna be 15 to 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, something like that. And the variety of them, how well they've been kept and what condition that they might come up for sale. So you can get a good taste of what it's like. And where we're gonna jump into the map first is right here on Ridgeview Drive. That's going to be a D.R. Horton neighborhood, brand new homes. They've got a bunch ready to be sold right now, and about a dozen or more that are gonna be to be built. So let's jump into that street right now.
So I'm here in the Nature Walk neighborhood, D.R. Horton neighborhood, kind of a 2 streets, 3-4 dozen homes. They're gonna build another dozen or so more back there. They've got a few that are available right now. These are going to be the 1,600 square foot and bigger, 2 stories, single stories. You're 3 minutes away from the J.B. Hunt Park. You're super quiet. There's very little things that you hear around here. You're really close to a lot of grocery stores and restaurants and a lot of activities and things that you're going to want to be close to. You're fast to the interstate. This is going to be a nice, quiet neighborhood. It's a little pocket street that is brand new amongst a whole bunch of older homes, older areas, built in the 80s, the 70s, some in the 90s. There's a few streets over that my buddy lives in. All those homes were built in the 80s, a little bit bigger homes, ranch style, sloping backyards, really beautiful area. But this is a different section of Springdale. There's a lot of different variety of Springdale, and I'll show you on the map, some of the older sections, more in the central. This is on the north side. This is going to be closer to Lowell area. And as you can see on the map when you see it, that it's got a great location for getting like 7 minutes north and you're on the interstate to Wagon Wheel. 7-8 minutes south and you're on the interstate heading south to Fayetteville. So you got a great multiple locations for proximity to everything. Good values here, and you're going to be in the Springdale School District, but you're still in Washington County, so you're getting that better tax rate. So there's a lot of benefits to here. Coming up in the next section, we're going to be going over to Woodbridge area, up on a hill, Springdale, east side, kind of getting to the northeast side of Springdale. Beautiful views, older homes. You're going to want to see it.
All right, come back out of that and we'll be in this. So just to give you a frame of reference, so a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1860 square foot is going to be in the 377 range. Let's open that up, right? There we go. And D.R. Horton builds a nice house. They build a well-finished house, LVP, granite, quartz countertops sometimes. Good floor plans, spacious. If you've seen one, you've seen a few that look similar to that. Here's an older home. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. You can fill that out or you can hit the little X. If you fill it out, then whoa, green carpet. Okay, got distracted there. If you fill it out, we'll reach out to you, but if you don't want us to reach out to you, then you can just hit the X and it keeps on going. 440, 29, so basically 3,000 square feet. This thing has a killer carpet, like you would never ever change. That is quite the room. That is a big space. So you get a mixture of things in North Springdale, and this is a good testament to that. This is the kind of house that you might find where there's a big add-on and you don't know what the price is going to be. Here's a neighbor's house, basically. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet. Again, you can just click the X. This one looks very nicely finished and redone. They might have done a conversion of some sort. There was a wall mini split. Yeah, it looks decently done. Like they've had a good time with that one. And $340 for that price, 2,000 square feet. You have a great location. Here's what I want to point out about J.B. Hunt Park and this area being close to it is you can go north 3-4 minutes. You're on Wagon Wheel Road, 5-lane road. Really easy to get on and off the highway right there. If you're wanting some, if you need to go north, that's a great spot. If you need to go south, you can get over here to Elm Springs exit, and bam, you're on the interstate. There's a bunch of schools. You got Central Junior High, and there's another school, Elmdale Elementary right there. Walmart Supercenter. You got Aldi's across the highway. So within 10-15 minutes, you're everywhere that you want to be. In 15-20 minutes, you're up here in Rogers at the Pinnacle Hills Mall, Promenade Mall. Couldn't think of it. So this is a pretty prime location, and if you are looking to move to Northwest Arkansas and you want to be centrally located, Springdale, Northern Springdale, Lowell might be a really good option. So right there is Benton County. Why is that important? Benton County charges 1% property tax. Washington County to the south, which J.B. Hunt Park is in and everything down here, charges 0.6. So a 40% better tax rate than Benton County starting off. So that seems pretty legitimate to me to be thinking about. If maybe you find a nicer house that's newer up here, sure, and you're still in the Springdale School District, but you're going to be a little bit higher tax rate as far as property tax. So let's go to a little bit older neighborhood. So this is Emma. This is like downtown. This is going to be Springdale High School right there. Emma Avenue is going to be, like Main Street in Springdale. So let's just put our guy right here. I don't know what's on this road. This is going to be a typical street that you find in Springdale. Low pitch roofs next to homes that look different. I don't know what else to tell you. These are going to be some in the 60s and the 50s, maybe even older than that. These are really, they're going to be quiet neighborhoods that when I've driven through them, when I've shown houses in these places, it's a mixed bag of what you're going to get for houses being rehabbed, or they need to be rehabbed, what it is. A lot of blue collar, hard-working families in this area. So that's kind of giving you a taste of what Springdale North and Central is. The next place I want to jump into the map right quick is Woodcliff Drive. I just want to start, let's drop our guy right here. I wasn't able to fly the drone up here because the airport was super close. So big lots, big homes. These are built in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Very beautiful place. Lovely trees, absolutely silent, quiet. It was really beautiful, and it was starting to sprinkle rain. And you can't see it on this, but you can see really far because, let's go back to the map right quick. Let's put on terrain. There we go. So 1,600 feet, and then it goes up probably 300 feet from down here. So yeah, I would say let's say 200 feet. 200 feet elevation just by being up on this mountaintop. And you can see all the way to South Fayetteville on a clear day. Absolutely wonderful. Let's go to me talking on the street.
Welcome to the top of the hill up here, where you're gonna find some houses tucked away in the trees, some palatial size homes like this one. These are gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6,000 square feet homes built in the 70s, 80s, maybe a few in the 90s. This one I think is really cool looking, that gray one right there. So if you're looking for something that's up on top of a hill with a great view, super quiet, all you can hear is birds and somebody weed whacking over there, this is going to be a spot for you. These are going to be set apart from a unique little pocket neighborhood in Springdale that you don't want to miss out on if you're looking for something in that kind of setting, in the pine trees, up on a hill. It's unique. There's one road in and out. Definitely worth checking out. The prices up here are going to be starting in the millions, probably in the 900 to and up. So definitely not a starter home, but it's beautiful, beautiful, and worth just driving around.
I can't convince you enough how awesome that neighborhood is. It's very limited because there's one way in, one way out. There's only so many lots up there. They've all been built out. And here are the 3 houses that are actually listed for sale. And to get here, this is our website, it's homesourcenwa.com. You can get there by clicking this link in the description right here on the video, every video. You can scan the QR code that's now on the screen. The phone number, email, you can reach out to us, we'll get in contact with you. Right down here at the bottom, start your home search. That's going to take you to this website where you can browse around. And let's check out this $815. That seems like a good deal up there. 3 bedroom, 3 bath. Again, you can fill it out. We'll reach out to you. If not, just hit the X. So this is a cool looking place. Kind of got a step down into the living room. Fun ceiling. Great light. Wow, that looks really cool. I think that looks really sharp. I like that design of roof and the wood use. That looks cool. My wife would like it a lot, I think. No, I want to click on that one. 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 5,200 square feet. That's a huge house. That was nice. I like the other one. I like the look of the other one better. This one's just really, really big. Oh, you got a little guest house or something. And then, might as well, we're here. Let's look at this one. This one's gonna have quite the view. Oh, wow. I could eat my breakfast on that porch. Ooh, that looks nice. That is a sharp looking, wow. That is a really cool table too. Look at that, on the back side of that couch. Great floor. Okay, this is a really cool house. It seems like, just from the design, it might be actually worth 1.4. 6,000 square feet, 5 bedroom, 5.5. So this is a unique area. That's what I wanted to point out to you guys is Woodcliff Drive, this part of Springdale. Now I'm gonna bring you down a little bit further south and we're gonna go over here. Okay, I gotta find it, just a second. I went too far. Where did it go? All right, there we are. So this Guy Terry Road, these 2 neighborhoods right here is I'm gonna talk about. But first, I've gotta mention Sassafras Springs Vineyard and Winery. So they have like a wine tasting shop. You can go grab a glass of wine, cheese board. Great place to just hang out with some friends and have a great conversation on their back patio porch that's right next to a creek. And if the water's running, you hear water. It's just like, oh, this setting is amazing. Now, if wine is not for you, then you can come right over here to Saddlebach and Saddlebach Brewery. So right there, there's a brewery that I believe they still are in business, and that they will serve bar food and beer food, beer food, nachos and whatnot. So if you have your options right there, and your quick 2-minute drive to this neighborhood on Midnight and Champaign. So let's jump into me talking about this area.
This is another pocket neighborhood over here on the east side of Springdale, closer to the lake. We are 2 minutes away from the Sassafras Winery. We're 2 minutes away from the Saddlebach Brewery. We're gonna be seeing houses like this in the neighborhood. This one's actually for sale. We'll show you on the MLS here in a moment. But man, this is a huge neighborhood with palatial size homes that are just estates. It's starting to rain here a little bit right now, so we'll have to cut this short. But there's 2 neighborhoods just like this within a half mile of each other. And there's another one just down the road, about a mile. So there's some pocket neighborhoods that if you're looking for quiet, no highway, nothing around, beautiful views like that going off into the edge. This is a neighborhood, this is the area. Springdale has something to offer you. So let's go back to the map before my camera gets all wet. Is that drone footage not amazing? This is East Springdale. You're close to the lake. Look at that. You're right next to the lake. You are right there on the lake. Very, very quick access. It's kind of a river access more, but it starts turning into the lake as you further go north. You are tucked away. You're about, I think when I drove it today with traffic in the rain,
it was 15 minutes and you got to the Fayetteville Mall, where there's the busiest intersection right here. So very close to Fayetteville and things that you're going to be wanting. Very close to things that you might be needing, getting to groceries and Sam's Club and everything like that. These kind of neighborhoods are in Springdale. They do exist. So we got the older homes closer together. You got the more estate lots, that two neighborhoods right here. Here's a third one right down here that are tucked away into the trees. There's no more lots available, but I want to show you what they are selling for. So let me get there. All right, here we are. Found it in the first neighborhood that I did not tour. 5 bedroom, 4 bath, 3,700 square feet. You got great lighting, all brick home, 3-car garage, lovely back porch. This is a nice looking house. This is going to be a great home for somebody. Then this one is going to be a little bit bigger home on a lot bigger lot. This one's 1.7. Holy smokes. That's a big 4 bedroom, 7 bath. That's a lot of bathrooms. Oh, there's a separate building, so you probably have an apartment over there maybe. Maybe that's what's going on. Very cool house. Might be a fit for somebody that's watching, maybe not. Very unique homes over here on the east side of Springdale. The next, oh hey, let's check out this one right here. 1.7. This is the same kind of neighborhood that I was pointing out. Let's click on it. Oh, this one's cool. I've seen this one before. Not inside, but I saw when it was listed. Very unique house. Concrete floor. Very cool. Very peaceful back tucked away in there. You're not going to, like, it's all the way down here. You're not going to have a highway go through. There's no need. And you can get to places really quickly. You get out here on Sassafras and boom, you're on Mission Boulevard. You're at Mission Crossover. You can go up this way. You can get to Central Fayetteville or the mall's at. Wherever you need to go, it is a unique spot right there. So we're over here in Goshen. This is a wonderful area, and the first place that we toured is right here on River Point Road. So let's go check out that neighborhood.
Welcome to Goshen, where this is going to be a really good example of what a neighborhood in Goshen looks like. Right on the other side of those trees, right there. goes down the hill, and you're at the White River. So this is riverfront, river cliff edge property. This acreage right here, it's 2.2 acres, $350,000. It could be yours. There's already some homes in this neighborhood for sale, as we saw on the map just a few moments ago. So you're gonna be getting homes like that one, and I'll be walking a little bit further here, but this Goshen is very spacious, very beautiful rolling hills. You're out here 20 minutes, under 20 minutes away from the edge of Fayetteville. 25 minutes, you're at the Fayetteville Mall. 25 minutes, you're downtown Fayetteville. Probably 50 minutes, you're in Bentonville. So it's a good drive up to Bentonville. But if you're working remote, there's definitely some really good options. These are gonna be 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 square foot homes, close to $1 million, 800 and above. There's a dozen neighborhoods like this one on the edge of a river near, because the White River just goes through Goshen. So there's about a dozen or a half dozen restaurants, half dozen neighborhoods in Goshen that are similar to this. Big lots, big homes, very spacious, POA with amenities and such. And then you also have one restaurant and one gas station, little feed store. You got 2 food trucks, things like that. There's not a whole lot of resources in Goshen because there's not a lot of infrastructure. There's county water out here, but you're not gonna have sewer out here. So everything out here is gonna be on septic tanks, and that's why it's bigger lots, bigger spaces. A lot of equine properties out here. My wife's a horse photographer, and so we've done a lot of photo shoots out here in different barns. There's at least 4 that I can think of at the top of my head. So if you board your horses, this is gonna be a really good location for you. All right, it's enough of me yakking. Let's get to the pretty drone shots and fly through this neighborhood. Let's go do that. But, all right, editor, cut this in after the drone. I forgot to mention that the next place that we're going to is the $1,600 a month down payment, not down payment. I forgot to mention that this next place that we're going to is a $1,600 a month owner finance, builder finance, brand new homes in Wesley, Madison County. These are unique to Northwest Arkansas. And we actually been there 6 months ago when it was just dirt. It was freezing cold outside. So let's go there, and then we've got the golf course properties right after that. So let's go do that.
Goshen is a unique place. So if you are into equine activities, horse riding and all, then there's 5 or 6 places you can go. Goshen Riding Club is one of them. There's 5 or 6 other places that I know where my wife goes and photographs horses, that you can board your horse or whatnot, get extra training, whatever you need to do. This kind of neighborhood that we just showed you is all over in Goshen. There's 1, 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6 neighborhoods, all through 7, 8. There's a bunch in Goshen area that is just, this is what Goshen is. It's beautiful rolling hills, mountains, big prairies, big fields, pastures. It's stunning out there. Property values reflect that. There's not a whole lot out here in Goshen as far as restaurants. There's Poncho's Mexican restaurant, there's 2 food trucks, and that's it for restaurants. You got a Dollar General, you got a gas station, you have a feed store that's also a gas station, and that's it. That's the end of the story of list of services in Goshen. The next stop is 15 minutes on Highway 45, where you get to Mission and Crossover, where you got Walmart, Harps, and a whole bunch of restaurants. Nicer side of town. There's a lot of larger homes, larger properties over here, a lot of horse farms. So there's a lot of different clientele on this side of town. This is a pretty good taste of Goshen for you. Now we're gonna move a little bit further south to the neighborhood that you've been waiting for since the intro of the video, since the thumbnail of the video is right here, Wesley. There's even less in Wesley. Wesley is 25 minutes away from Fayetteville. Let's move over here. 25 minutes to the edge of Fayetteville, to where you're near the university. Wesley has apparently a rustic wagon cafe. Didn't even know they had that. They have a Dollar General and a gas station. There's a place that cuts your hair and post office. End of list. Absolutely end of list. Right here on this Jesus Lane, there's a road that's cut in, and there's a little bit more, I think 11 or 12 houses here. So let's go to me, and we're gonna tour that house, and I'm gonna give you some details about the owner finance. All right, here we are in Wesley, in this small little neighborhood here of gonna be 11 or 12 houses. They are about 1,200 square feet, 1,300 square feet. Really nicely done on a little over a half acre on most of these houses. These are starting in the 230s, 240s. For a little bit bigger ones, you're in the 260s. That's unheard of in Northwest Arkansas. And so let's take you on a tour of this place right now. I'm gonna turn this camera around. So ignore the generators, but you've got a carport, single carport, and you got an 8-foot door. There's room to put a shop on this property right over here. A separate 2-car garage shop kind of building. Look at this. This is nice. All right, walk in. Gotta take off my sunglasses. So bright outside. So you've got vaulted, tall ceilings. You got big doorways, extra windows in the front. It's already set up for cable and TV. Very spacious living room, LVP in here. Big, ample coat closet. That's very deep actually. And you can see the vaulted ceiling there. It's just very spacious. Got nice granite countertop, inlay sink. This is not cheap materials. This is not cheap finishes. That's what I love about this builder. He's a good friend of mine, and we're gonna talk about some details because this is the one that is owner financed, and there's gonna be 6 or 7 more houses being built. And we're gonna go over those details here in a moment, but I wanted to show you the house first. So, fridge goes right there. You got the stove, nice cabinets. Look at how tall it goes all over the ceiling. You got well-built stuff, very bright and open in here. And then you got a tall doorway, and it goes off into 2 bedrooms
a bathroom, and a second bedroom. So you got a double sink in here, and then a separate room for the water closet and the shower that's proudly made in Texas. Yeah, there you go. It's a nice bathroom. I like that this hallway is actually pretty wide. You could easily pass somebody in this hallway and not be scraping the wall. This is gonna be like a 10 by 11 room. It's not the biggest room in the world, but this is actually a very tall window. It's taller than standard, you know, like what you get from Lowe's. And you got a good sized closet, nice built-in bar, yep, standard closet. Same thing for over here. It's already wired in both rooms for a TV if you wanted to. So again, 10 by 11 room, something like that. And it's not a very big house, but it's got a lot of space. And this is a really great entry price. So you got a pantry, closet, linen closet, utility room, you got the laundry room, again, tall cabinets, folding space, and this goes out to the carport right here. And then this is going to be like 12 by 13 master bedroom. And these ceilings in all the rooms are like 10 feet tall. And you got the 4-inch baseboard painted in a gray color. It looks nice. Set up for TV there. Bigger double windows, letting a lot of light in out here in this country environment. So then you got wood looking tiles in here. So this is, you even got a bar window up here on the shower. And you got a pretty good size. It's not the biggest closet, but again, this house is 1,200 and something square feet. So it's got an ample size for what you're getting, and you're not going to find this build quality, this build finish anywhere else in Northwest Arkansas. So let's set this up right quick. I want to go over the numbers on this one. So let's say it's $230,000 and you want to own or finance this one. 235, 240, something like that, depending on the square footage. Well, for $1,600 a month, this is builder owner financing. This is very uncommon to find in Northwest Arkansas. So please don't go asking like, oh, I want to find that deal with random houses in Northwest Arkansas. Most sellers don't want to do that because they don't want to take the risk. But if you have good credit, not necessarily good credit, but just in the high fives and above, you have a solid income. He's going to do a background check on you, credit score check. So now I'm going to share with you the details of how you can get this house for $1,600 a month for 6 months and then refinance it and get it into your name and where it's a traditional mortgage without having to pay $10,000 in down payments and such like that and closing costs. So traditionally, you would have to come up with 3 to 5% down. And that's going to put you at the $12,000 mark. That's going to put you with all the other fees and closing costs and everything. That's going to get you to that $12,000, $15,000 mark. And that's going to be out of pocket. And boom, you're going to be, that's just a big hurdle for some people to get into a house. So this builder, this unique builder, is offering owner finance on the next 6 houses. In this area, you're 25 minutes away from Fayetteville. You're on a little over half an acre, brand new house with a warranty. So how this works, so like I was saying, typically you're gonna be $12,000 to $15,000 out of pocket, and then you're gonna go through the whole buying process. You have to qualify and everything. So that's traditionally. Well, this process he's gonna do a background check on you. He's gonna do a credit score check. As long as you're in the high fives, then it should be good. He's going to interview with you. He's going to require no money down, $1,600 a month, and you are the rent-to-own owner finance occupant of this property, and 6 more that should be finished within a few months. So how that works is in 6 months, you're able to refinance it into your name and get a whatever the market rate is, interest rate, whatever the market interest rate is, you're going to refinance into that. And that costs you maybe 0.5% of the purchase price. Well, in down payment, traditional mortgage style, qualifying for that, you're going to be paying $10,000 to $12,000 to $15,000 up front. In this case, you're looking at like $2,000 or less. And you own the house, you're occupying it, you're able to finance it. That's why this is so unique. And I know some of you are like, oh, I want that deal for other houses in Northwest Arkansas. If you can find the seller that's willing to do that, go for it. This is a unique builder that is got some unique properties. He does a really good job. He's a good friend of mine. He's a very good builder, but this is a one-off situation in Northwest Arkansas. So there's 6 houses left. These are gonna go, I feel like they're gonna go quick with this kind of deal. Somebody can get in with 0% down. You're paying your first month $1,600 for 6 months. You're paying $1,600 a month. And then in 6 months, you're gonna refinance that and it's gonna be in your name. And I believe, pause this, editor, right quick. I'm gonna see what the payment, estimate what the payment would be. So at a purchase price of about $240,000, taxes and insurance and everything included, you should be around the $1,600 to $1,800 a month range for a traditional mortgage on a $240,000 house. That's roughly, you're gonna have to talk to a lender, and we've got those sources out for you. So that's why this is so unique, is you can get this house for $1,500 a month for the first 6 months, and then refinance it into a traditional loan. That's unheard of. I know I've said that, I've repeated that over and over. I want you guys to get that this is very unique. So be sure to reach out to us. We'd love to connect you with this builder in this area. And we've got one more neighborhood for you over there in Fayetteville, South Fayetteville area, on the golf course, where they're gonna be building brand new homes in the next year. So if you wanna be snagging one of those golf course homes in Fayetteville area, let's go see it right now.
Like I said, crazy deal, crazy offering. So $260,000, you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1215 square foot, your choice of color probably. And you can add, with the option of adding in a shop, a 2-car garage shop building on the land. Unique option. So one thing I realized is I did not show you, I need to get back up here to Goshen. Before we go show you the golf course houses and what they're going to be building there, where they're going to be building them, Goshen properties. So anywhere, in that neighborhood, there was 829, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,200 square feet. Actually been in that house, been in this house. If you wanted to go a little bit bigger, you got 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 5,000 square feet. I think it's on a couple acres. You can see the prices out here are a little bit higher over here in this side of Fayetteville. Now, we're gonna make our way. So we were over here in Wesley. Now we're gonna make our way back over here to Stonebridge Meadows Golf Course, right here where they're tearing up all the dirt, putting in a lot of houses. And let's go to me on the street. So just to give you a taste of where you are and prices of homes in this area around it. So on the golf course, older home, this is gonna be like 10 years old, not older, but just 10 years old, 5-bedroom, that's a 3.5 bath, 3.5 bath, 3,700 square feet. You got a great screened in back porch. You're on the golf course. Very nice place. Well appointed, well finished, and it's gonna be $650. So I'm assuming these golf course homes are probably gonna be starting above that price. I don't know yet. They haven't listed anything for sale, but I'm letting you know that if you want a golf course house, this is going to be one of your very few limited options that you can even find one in Northwest Arkansas. So right here, we're at Dead Horse Mountain Road. You're 10 minutes to Fayetteville. You're 20 minutes to the Fayetteville Mall. You're under 15 minutes and you're on the highway heading north. So this is a really beautiful, quiet location. You got a golf course around you, and then it goes down into these woods, and this is owned by several people here, and it's just gonna be, there's a mountainside there. So it's very picturesque, it's very quiet. There's no industry south of you, there's no neighborhoods really south of you. So it's going to be tranquil and very pleasant out here. So next video, we're going to be covering, we're going to be starting over here in Lincoln and going up here to Prairie Grove, touring around there, Farmington, maybe come down in here to West Fork and hit some of Fayetteville. It's a big video to do, just like this one was. So it's going to be a long one, just like this one is. Stay tuned, hit all the YouTube buttons, and we'll see you on the next video.
All right, here we are at the last one. This is a brand new neighborhood. It's going to be, obviously, it's still getting the infrastructure put in. The sewer lines are laid. The road's not even in yet. But right over there is that golf course, that Stonebridge Golf Course in South Fayetteville. Very beautiful, wonderful area. As you're going to see in the drone footage here in a second, this is going to be probably some 2,500 square foot houses and bigger. I don't know yet, don't know who the builder is just yet. The site work is obviously still being done. So this is going to be midsummer, late fall next year in 26. So if you're looking for a golf course house, which are rare to find on new land, this is gonna be a really good option for you guys. No idea the price. South Fayetteville on a golf course. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Thanks for touring with us all over Fayetteville, Springdale, over in Goshen and Wesley. So until the next video where we're gonna be covering Lincoln, Prairie Grove, Farmington, and some Fayetteville, maybe even some West Fork as well. Let's get after it. I'll see you in the next video.